Hello, I hope you have had a glorious bank holiday weekend. We spent the weekend on the river, in the water, with friends, and it was a joy. And actually, I suppose it made us think about what a great life we actually have. And I think for all those people that watch our videos regularly, you can see that we do have a great life and that we're very happy. And it kind of, you know, it brings up that question of why are you doing this crazy adventure when you have such a good life already? And I suppose the answer to that question is that whilst we do have a great life, it feels like now is the time to stand up and address some of these social issues that ultimately I think this adventure is going to do, in terms of answering the questions about whether we can be more sustainable and ultimately also happier. So, you know, whilst you watch these little highlights from our weekend, maybe you can have that in the back of your mind.
We're on a mission
to discover
if there's a better way.
Is everyone ready?
Yeah!
Okay.
That's funny. So I went zoom.
This, girls, is our first day on the river.
Since this year.
Yeah, of this year. And what a beautiful day for
Did you
it.
find the other life jackets?
Yeah. We've got a kayak, we've got a stand-up paddleboard, we've got a pizza oven. I think we're pretty well equipped.
6 life jackets.
6
even though we
life
need 3.
jackets.
A lunch, a dinner, wine and beer.
Wow.
And water and crisps.
It's like we're going to Cornwall, but we're actually only going 5 minutes down the road. Now we've got the mission of getting all this stuff down to the river.
Kiki, that's large enough for you.
We've got a good spot, everyone. This is the business team, isn't it?
Hi!
What's the temperature like, Keeks?
Kind of cold.
Kind of cold. Okay, come and crawl down here.
When you sit on the black thing.
Yeah.
Yeah?
This is nice.
This is lovely, isn't it? Lindy, look at the ducklings, the goslings there.
I wish I could just eat the fish.
You want to eat the fish?
Get the fish, Dad. Get the fish to me to eat. Oh, they're in as well. That little dog is in the water to swim as well. You're getting my toes wet, Dad.
Oh, am I? Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. Dad, careful to not drink the water that's in the pond.
Yeah, that wouldn't be very nice, would it?
Yeah. I don't suppose we have to jump in.
Okay.
I don't suppose we can jump in. I don't.
You can if you want. It's a bit chilly.
No. Don't jump in, Dad. Don't jump in, because otherwise I would jump. Because otherwise I will fall in.
Yeah.
That won't be very good. Dad, try not to bump into the island.
No, I'll try not to.
Dad, I'm coming nearer to you.
Okay. There we go. There we go, that's looking at us now.
to go back to Mum.
Yeah,
How you doing?
Oh no.
Who's that? Oh my goodness, look at the speed she's coming at us. Oh goodness.
Everyone's going to be on, and guys, we're going to be going fast, and the aim is make tempo fall off.
This is alive. Uh-oh, uh-oh, oh. Hold that, that's a sec. Yeah. Well done, Kiki, Lexi.
I just jumped in. Look, Mom, Daddy, these two.
In terms of our week this week, it's been a tough week, if I'm honest. Tough because we obviously launched our Patreon campaign last week, and we got a fair bit of flack, particularly via TikTok, in terms of people saying, why would I support your holiday, etc, etc. And those that follow us on social media will have seen kind of the reaction to that. But I think that part of what I've learned this week is that I probably haven't got the narrative quite right yet in terms of the way we're talking to people about supporting our mission. You know, have we clearly articulated why this mission that we're on is not a holiday? I'm not sure that we have articulated that quite right yet. You know, to answer that specific question, I mean, the fact is that the places we're going to would never be places that we would go to on holiday. We would go on holiday to a beach in Portugal, maybe an all-inclusive resort. We would not go to a commune to learn about sustainable living and a different way of life. That just wouldn't be something that we would do as a holiday. What we're doing is we're taking part in a live social experiment to answer some fundamental questions about the way we should be living as humans. And I don't think that we've necessarily, you know, got that messaging across in the right way yet, and that's something that I'm going to be working very hard on over the next few weeks and months. In terms of Patreon itself, look, we launched 7 days ago and we now have 28 patrons. Now that feels like it's quite a slow start, but at the same time it's a start, and that's what you have to bear in mind, you know, to coin a phrase, Rome wasn't built in a day and all that, and you know, I firmly believe in that. To our patrons that have got on board so far, thank you so much. You know, a real heartfelt thank you from us. Because it's been quite a slow start, actually, you few are even more important to us than ever, and we will remember forever those people that have signed up early in this journey, because it shows a real faith in us, and you know, that makes us all hugely appreciative. Going back to the tough times this week, I think the tough times this week has been the criticism, and the way that criticism impacted particularly Katie, because, you know, I feel very responsible for Katie getting upset in regard to, you know, the social media criticism that was pretty all-encompassing this week.
I felt sick and cried quite a lot in the last 24 hours. Gushy kind of helped me post to my friends. Yeah, so, you know, I knew it was coming as well. I'm not stupid. You know, I definitely knew it was coming because it was my thoughts. I'd be the person writing on TikTok, hold on, this family want us to pay to go on their holiday. That's exactly what I've been saying. But yeah, that's where we are.
For me, in all honesty, it's water off a duck's back. I see that criticism as an opportunity to get into dialogue and maybe change people's mindsets and perceptions around what we're doing. But I completely understand Katie's unease about it all, and you know, that I find that really difficult. So all that said, you know, this week's also been really exciting in terms of a couple of things. One is a soon to be announced partnership with an academic institution that are going to be joining forces with us to do some research into the communities that we're visiting, answering some questions around happiness, but also leadership in these outlier communities. And I think that's going to add a lot of weight actually to our whole adventure, because having an academic institution sort of backing us up, again, I think it helps to answer some of those questions in and around, you know, what we're doing and the mission, etc., and the purpose. So I think that's about everything for now. I'm going to end with a massive shout out to two of our £50 patrons, because they deserve a shout out. So first up is Andy and Ellie Fennell, who are great friends and supporters of ours, and are now officially executive producers. Look, guys, we're so thankful for your support. It means the world, and I wanted to put on record what that means to us. And the second shout out is to Ben and to Amy Fennell, and by the way, these Fennells are not related, but again, you know, they've come in top tier patrons, massive supporters, and we are again hugely grateful for your support, because that faith it really does mean the world at this particular stage in our journey. And then, you know, to everyone that has not necessarily joined up with us yet via Patreon, but has sent us messages on social media of support and positivity, we're really, really grateful for that. And you know, what I want to get across is that, you know, the Patreon thing is very much an invitation. It's not an obligation. We would love those people that haven't signed up to Patreon to sign up, but at the same time, if you don't feel it's for you, then no worries at all. Your continued support on YouTube, on Instagram, on any of the social channels is hugely appreciated, and we thank you for it. I think that is everything for now. Have a great week, and we'll see you next week.